Hello KFC Supercoaches and welcome to round 13. It is the first big buy round of the year, so let's run through who to buy, hold and sell. Tohu Harris is a keeper for the rest of the year who is available for this buy round. So for that reason, he's extremely popular this week, even though that ongoing knee injury is a little bit of a worry. Damien Cook I have on the buy list because he is very popular. He is not for me. I don't think Cook has been in the same form this year as he has in recent years. Plus, you don't really need to have a hooker this week. Given that he's best 13, you can have no hooker and still get 13 players on the park. Jermaine Hopgood, he's one of these guys that was traded out by a lot of people, but you really need to just bite your pride and get him back in, because with all the injuries in the Eels pack, Hopgood is basically guaranteed big minutes for a long time, plus he has an amazing bye schedule. Cody Walker is really expensive, but he is worth the cash. Some big attacking stats coming his way, and obviously missed out on that Origin squad. Speaking of the Origin squad, Kalen Ponga was a shock omission from the Queensland side. That is great for Supercoach. He is now one of the most purchased players this week at only 500 odd K. He is a grade of Supercoach, except he has these concussion issues. But at that price, I think it's worth taking that risk. Now for the holds. Harry Grant is a hold for me. I mentioned before that you don't have to have a hooker or a halfback or a 5'8" or a fullback this week. It is best 13 on the big buy rounds. You pick a 17 and your best 13 comes from that. So you don't need to cover these big positions like you have had to do in previous years. For that reason, I think that Nicho Hynes is a hold as well. I can see why some people are selling. His buy schedule is not great now that he's made the Origin team, and he will miss more rounds than most over the upcoming rounds, but it's Nicho Hynes is a captaincy option every week. I wouldn't be selling. Same for Payne Haas. He is just so far ahead in the forward pack this year that don't even think about selling Payne Haas, even though he will miss a bunch of games over Origin. Now for the sells. Reece Walsh has made that Origin squad. That's a blow for Supercoach because a lot of people were hoping that he could cover this buy round. He hasn't been quite as good in the last 5 or 6 weeks as he was at the start of the season, so I think he is a sell. Zach Hosking has been so good for Supercoach this year, but he's made his cash. He was a keeper while he was doing it, but the minutes are coming down. I know with Liam Martin in that Origin team, it could mean a little bit of a renaissance for Zach Hosking, but for me, I think he's done his best work for Supercoach already, so he does have to go. That's it for Buy, Hold, Sell. We'll catch you for the Game Day podcast, 11 a.m. on Thursday. See you then.